All right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Campus Connection. It's about 5:31 here in the beautiful island of Jamaica, and we're so very happy that you would have taken the time out to listen to this evening's show, whether it is from the World Wide Web at love at www.love101fmjamaica.com, or you are watching us online at Love 101 FM Jamaica, or on the FM band Love 101.1357 or 9. I am Jonathan Fletcher. Welcome to yet another episode of Campus Connection. And this evening, we're going to be having a wonderful show. It's going to be very enlightening. We are talking about academic excellence with ChatGPT. So that promises to be very, very exciting. So you want to stick around for that. And of course, we'll have our other features are Campus Alert, Education News and Bulletin. On a roll with our special guest, Miss Dan Plummer, Jamaican engineer and STEM enthusiast. And we will, of course, have I Chose Christ by Miss Ruth Reed, first year biochemistry student at the UWI Mona. And then our main discussion, academic excellence with Chat GPT. And we'll be speaking with Dr. Sheldon Campbell, an AI enthusiast, and that promises to be a very special, special, special conversation. So you want to stick and stay with us for that. All right, so we are coming out of champs. Champs happened last week, so we have to big up and shout out Edwin Allen High, who reclaimed the ISA Girls Championships title, while Kingston College, I'm sure the Fortis man them, they're listening and they're very excited. So I want to big up the Fortis man them, who defended their boys title at the ISA Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships on Saturday. And we're encouraging schools as much as possible. Please. Listen, where am I? Well, you know what? I'm not going tomorrow. I'm not going to even give you. Timoy is asking me to big up St. Jago. So I'm going to big up St. Jago as well. Big up all the schools who participated in Boys and Girls Champs. Listen, the very fact that you made it to Boys and Girls Champs is a very big deal. So big up yourself. I'd big up my alma mater, but I heard that we didn't even make it to champs. So yeah, I just a little bad mind, just a little. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But big up all the schools who participated. We are so very happy for you guys, and I'm very happy that the tradition of champs is continuing. It's a beautiful thing. So we are very happy for that. I want to encourage our schools to send us your information so you can be highlighted on Campus Connection during our Campus Alert feature. So go ahead, hit us up, let us know what it is that you want to be highlighted, and we'll be sure to involve it in our show. All right, so we're going to go straight into education news and bulletin, and this will be done by Miss Daniel Tavares, final year integrated marketing communications major.
Good evening, everyone. I am Daniel Tavares, and here is the Education News and Bulletin for Tuesday, March 26, 2024, here inside Campus Connection. In latest news, Alpha Primary mourns the loss of its principal, Yvette Samuels. She was hospitalized for some time before passing last Wednesday, March 20th. Samuels is a breast cancer survivor, but the disease had returned. She served as principal of the St. Andrew based institution for the last 7 years. Since her passing, guidance counselors have been sent to the school to offer teacher counseling. We now shift our focus to Honorable Faval Williams, Minister of Education and Youth, has praised the NCB Foundation for its annual bursary project, which supports the education sector. The minister was speaking at a ceremony marking the presentation of a $8.7 million bursary that will enable qualified secondary level students to sit the CSEC and CAPE examinations. The event took place last Wednesday, March 20th, at the NCB Wellness and Recreation Center in Kingston. Minister Williams says that the support will cover approximately 1,600 examination sittings. Sherry Martin, Chief Executive Officer of the NCB Foundation, shared that the organization has been funding information technology subjects since 2019, and it will expand its support for technology to ensure that students are prepared to participate in the growing digital economy. In other news, the Minister of Education and Youth, the Honorable Favor Williams, is encouraging more Jamaicans to acquire a second language in order to increase opportunities for employment and better understand different cultures. She pointed out that in a globalized world where cross cultural communication and understanding are crucial, learning a foreign language allows people to have more positive attitudes towards people from other cultures and improves their career prospects as the world becomes more interconnected. The minister was speaking at the Spanish Immersion Day workshop organized by the Spanish Jamaican Foundation at the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Library on Tuesday, March 19th. The yearly event is aimed at students preparing to take the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC Spanish examination, providing them with a unique opportunity to exercise and improve their language abilities under the supervision of native speakers and qualified teachers. Now for the bulletin. Jubilee Worship Center presents Inter-School Worship Experience on Good Friday, March 29th at 10 a.m. at the Jubilee Worship Center on 36 to 38 Valdez Road, Spanish Town. Guest speaker, Pastor Troy Holness. Guest artist, Dr. Jermaine Gordon. UTech UCCF presents the James 1 verse 27 project. On Saturday, April 6, 2024, all roads lead to the Wortley Home for Girls for their outreach project. Donation items include non perishable items, sanitary items, clothes for girls, and toys. Items can be dropped off at the chapel on Wednesdays and Thursdays. The bus leaves UTech Papine campus at 11 a.m. sharp. See you then. Students Christian Fellowship and Scripture Union presents Rally 2024 under the theme Fortified for the Future on Saturday, April 13th at the Ocho Rios Baptist Church, St. Anne. Registration only $500. Singers, poets, musicians, dancers, actors, comedians. JIFF Film Festival invites you to register for open mic on Friday, May 17th at 6 p.m. at the Jamaica Youth for Christ Auditorium on 2 Acacia Avenue, Kingston 5. Register at barryvision.com/JIFF open mic. That is BARRIVISION.com/JIFF For more information, call 876-960-4830. That's all the news we have for you today inside Education News and Bulletin.
Right. Education news and bulletin with Miss Danielle Tavares, final year integrated marketing communications major. Thank you so much, Danielle. All right, so we want to encourage you to go ahead and jump on to our live stream. If you're not watching right now, it's at Love 101 FM Jamaica on Facebook or on YouTube. And share the live when you come on. So click like and go ahead and share the live. But we want you to also comment your thoughts. We're also on TikTok at Love 101 FM Jamaica. So, you can jump on and, let us know how you feel about what we're about to talk about this evening. But before that, I want you to comment the school that you repped for champs. And listen, if you know that your school was not Kingston College or Edwin Allen, let's just be honest, please. But you can go ahead and rep your school in the comments. Let us know which school you were carrying. Or if if it is that you were repping your own school, let us know as well. Go ahead and jump on the live stream and comment. Or you can send us a WhatsApp message at 876-997-3125. That's 876-997-3125. So whilst you're talking in the comments and you're sharing with us about the schools that you would have been repping for, champs, I want you to think about this question as well and get ready to answer it based on your perspective. Is the advancement of technology like ChatGPT helping or impairing our children's ability to learn? That's the main question we want to answer this evening. Is the advancement of technology like ChatGPT helping or impairing our children's ability to learn? So you can go ahead and share your thoughts in the comment section or send us a message via WhatsApp at 876-997-3125. We're going straight into our honor roll with Miss Diane Plummer, Jamaican engineer and STEM enthusiast. Listen, this lady, when I tell you she is amazing, believe me, she literally has a passionate commitment to continuous learning and advocacy for STEM education across Jamaica. She's armed with dual master's degrees in mechanical engineering and sustainable energy from esteemed institutions in Sweden and Finland, right? International, ladies and gentlemen, along with the Certified Energy Manager, that's a CEM credential, Dan has garnered profound insights into sustainable practices and innovation with the STEM spheres. Boy, she's also an author, having written and published two STEM children's books, Science in the Sun and a girl's guide to STEM. These books are designed to instill foundational STEM concepts into the minds of our future leaders in an exciting and engaging way. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to make welcome Diane Plummer. Diane, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for being here. We are really honored to be able to, speak with you this evening. But let's get straight into the conversation as it relates to your professional journey, right? How did you get involved in STEM?
Well, how I started in STEM was, at an early age, my mom, she always bought us books, right? I never used to get dolls or anything like that, but I would get books or educational toys. And one of the educational toys that I got was a toy chemistry set. So that started my journey as a child, mixing up all kind of chemicals and probably getting into a little bit of trouble because of that too, because I was mixing up some household stuff and so just being so curious at a young age, that's what really got me into STEM.
Awesome, awesome. So from a young age, you were curious about how things work, what
Yes.
really goes into different. Awesome, awesome, amazing. And so you recently wrote two children's books. So we're talking about developing different traits, different characteristics, if you will, from a young age. So you would have taken the time out to write and publish two books for young minds. Can you tell us about this? Tell us why you decided to go along that road.
Okay. So, I decided to go around that route because, I felt like children, they needed to be exposed to different career options. And,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I feel like by the time you're in high school and, you get to third form and at the end of third form to select the subjects or whatever it is, I feel like it's a bit too late. So I think once we start children at an early age, to let them know that, hey, science is fun. This is something that is all around you, and giving them that opportunity to get off the tablets, go outside and explore, and just have fun with it. So I feel like it would kind of create that love for science, technology, engineering,
Mm-hmm.
and math, which is STEM, at an early age. So they will fall in love with it and not see it as something that is daunting. And this will
Yeah.
prepare them for the future because, as you rightfully said, technology is always advancing, and we're gonna need persons, the future generation, to be able to
Yes.
continue to maintain these systems as well as add to the innovation and be able to solve new problems that are gonna be coming up or even existing ones that us, the present generation, haven't been able to figure out.
Absolutely, absolutely. Interesting conversation here with Diane Plummer. You don't want to miss the rest of this conversation. We have to take a quick break, but stick and stay with us after these messages.
Music is the soundtrack of our daily lives. It drives business, it entertains, and we are that crucial link between the makers and users of music. We are Jams, representing local and international producers, labels, and performers, providing global coverage in the collection of airplay and public performance royalties for the best in the music industry. We deliver results, we deliver royalties. Find us at jamsonline.com or call 876 978 1010. Jams, we stand up for music rights.
Ooh la la. I see what I want at Phosphate Super Sale, March 18 to 28. Visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, and Montego Bay. Come get your wires, breakers, chandeliers, flood lamps, LED bulbs, and so much more. You can't afford to miss it. Come shop. Come save at Phosphate Super Sale, March 18 to 28. See you there at Phosphate. Open Sundays.
Seeking transformation and empowerment? Yearning for more of Christ? Longing for full freedom in Him? Join us at the Caribbean Transformation Conference, April 12 to 14, West Valley Chapel. Embark on a 3-day journey of empowerment and freedom. Take your tribe of 10 to enjoy a discount. Prepare to be inspired by Steve Goss from England, Seth Brothers from the USA, and Claudette Bennett from Jamaica. Secure your spot now at freedomchrist.org or call 876-826-9297. Experience the life-changing encounter you've been craving. Don't you miss it!
Affirm Ambulance Services, Jamaica's premier provider of emergency medical transportation. We do medical standby for both private and corporate events, non-medical emergency services, emergency transportation to and from medical facilities, hospitals, and homes, wheelchair provision, nursing homes, and first aid, plus so much more. We are located at 17 Cleardale Avenue, Kingston 10, and we can be contacted at telephone numbers 876-281-1262 or 876-299-2053. Follow us on Instagram at affirm_ambulance. Affirm Ambulance Services, a firm choice in health transportation.
National Rapid True Values Home Improvement Extravaganza. 15% off selected tiles. Get tiles for less than a party. Deals on shower enclosures, solar lights, houseware, tools, and more. March 22 to 27. Conditions apply. Start right. Start here. National Rapid True Value.
Okay. Where are the campus heights? Students are strap up in a price.
All right, all right. Welcome back to Campus Connection. If you are just joining us, we are speaking with Diane Plummer in our honor roll segment. Diane is a Jamaican engineer and STEM enthusiast. So, Diane, based on what you've accomplished in STEM, and this is what I love about your story, you are also doing outreach programs, right? There is an initiative or initiatives rather that you're a part of. Can you talk to us a bit about that?
Yes, definitely. So the outreach that I currently do is basically going into communities that are in rural Jamaica or in marginalized communities. So we
Mm-hmm.
get corporate sponsorship to, and what that involves is they'll purchase some amount of books, and then I would go in along with a team. We do book reading for the kids, and we also do some of the fun STEM activities that are in the book. For
Nice,
example,
nice.
we make a volcano with the kids and all of that. And this is focused for like the primary and the basic schools, but we've also gone into high schools where they have a illiteracy issue there. So we'll be teaching the kids to read using these books, as well as introducing them to STEM as a way out, because
Yes.
STEM careers are typically higher paying jobs. So living in these communities, this is kind of creating that avenue for a better way of life for them in the future.
Nice. Absolutely love that because the thing is, it's one thing to get to the top, but it really does matter at the end of the day who you bring along with you. So I really applaud you for being a part of those initiatives. So based on where you are now, what's next for Diane, right? You've achieved so much, but what's next for you?
Well, what's next is that I'm gonna continue being a STEM ambassador, And the book series Science in the Sun, it's actually a 10-book series that I'm envisioning, and I've finished 3 books. One is
Mm.
published, 2 currently with the illustrator, and even a girl's guide to STEM. Just to continue to do the outreach, because we want to ensure that there are more females getting into these fields. To be able to propel us as a species to the next generation, whatever that involves, the new innovations and all of that. So I'm really excited about being a STEM ambassador, and as you rightfully said, pulling up people along with me, because
Yes.
yeah, that is also a
Awesome.
part of sustainability. Preparing the future generation.
Nice, nice. And finally, where can persons purchase your books?
All right. So persons can purchase the books through Amazon. Also have copies here in Jamaica, because as I mentioned, we use them for the outreach. So if persons would like copies, I will share my number, and they can reach out to me, and we can arrange to get the copies. So the number is 876 872 8812, and I can repeat,
All right.
876 872 8812. And of course, they can always reach out to us on social media at the Science in the Sun series.
Awesome, awesome. STEM enthusiasts, science, technology, engineering, and math. We're talking about no other person than Diane Plummer, our honor roll guest this evening. Thank you so much, Diane, for making the campus connection, and all the very best
Thank
for the future.
you. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. All
All right, all right. Take care.
right. Bye
Boy,
now.
always amazing to talk to our guests who are really blazing the trail of excellence in our honor roll segment here inside Campus Connection on the Family Station Love 101. All right, so we are going straight to our I Chose Christ feature, and this will be done by Miss Ruth Reed, first year biochemistry student at the UA.
My name is Ruth Reed, a first year biochemistry student. I gave my life to the Lord at the age of 7, and I have not regretted it. I faced peer pressure in primary school and even high school, but throughout it all, I've learned that God is my strength and that He will carry me through. Because of the growth that I have with the Lord, I am able to pray more, fast more, and have that hunger for His words. I have also found myself being involved in more godly communications with those that are serious in their walk, their spiritual walk with the Lord. And this connection that I have with God enables me to resist all temptations that are rampant in university. And those who are well aware of university knows that it's not, and I repeat, it's not an easy road, especially for Christians. Because you see, many individuals, they enter university as Christians, but at the end of their studies, they backslide. Nevertheless, I know that God is my sustainer, and I will continue to hold onto his unchanging hand and lift my eyes to the hills, from whence my help cometh from. Since God is my everything, I choose Christ, and you should too.
Beautiful testimony there from Ruth Reed, first year biochemistry student at UA. It's always a pleasure to really listen to how God is showing up in the lives of our campusites. And we want to hear your stories. So please feel free to send us your stories. We want to hear them. You can send them to us and we will have them played during our I Chose Christ feature. All right. So we have a very exciting conversation coming up in a matter of minutes thereabout. We are talking about Chat GPT. Is there a correlation with academic excellence when we talk about Chat GPT? And we have an amazing guest, Dr. Sheldon Campbell, AI enthusiast, who is ready to dive into this conversation. Right. So the reality is that artificial intelligence is a technology that has the potential to transform educational systems and make them more inclusive and adaptive. But the question we want to ask you, our listeners and our viewers, this evening is the advancement of technology like ChatGPT helping or impairing our children's ability to learn, right? We want you to respond to us via our WhatsApp at 876 997 3125. That's 876 997 3125, or jump onto our live stream at Love 101 FM Jamaica, Facebook, or on YouTube, and share your thoughts with us. I'm seeing a response here from Turner, I believe. Yes. ChatGPT making the youths of today, they can't spell or read properly. Moreover, they have a limited vocabulary. Interesting. In my days, youth were more intelligent and educated without the advancement in technology. Wow, that's a very bold comment, if you will, from Turner. Do you agree? Do you agree with Turner? All right, because the question we're asking is the advancement of technology like ChatGPT, AI, etc., helping or impairing our children's ability to learn? You want to stick and stay with us after these messages because we're going to dive straight into this very intriguing discussion. Stay with us.
Strap up in a price, yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to go on campus. Young people are going
Truth is, HIV affects everyone. Truth is, avoiding care leads to a weaker immune system. That means you could get really sick. The truth is, the hardest pill to swallow isn't the medication, it's the problems that follow when you don't take them. Let's get through this together. Remain in care. You can live life to the fullest with HIV. And that's the truth. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
all right. We could do a roll call.
The Love Jockey is on duty every Saturday inside Youth Connection. Don't miss the hype. Don't miss the tunes. Don't miss the excitement with your boy DJ Rebirth. Saturdays at 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. on your family station. Tune in at 4 p.m. for Gym Feature, where we share word to grow your mind. And at 4:30 p.m., we share with you how young people are giving of their time and fulfilling their purpose inside Ministry in Action. We got a touch of poetry and spoken word inside Poetry and Praise. And you get to send us a WhatsApp message and request your favorite gospel song inside Gospel Faves at 5. All this and more every Saturday on your family station. Love 101 at 3 p.m. inside Youth Connection with your love jockey, your boy, DJ Rebirth.
DJ Rebirth. Bun to me cheese, bun to me cheese. Give me yummy, bun to me cheese, bun to me cheese. Give me yummy, don't stop at just a one slice, please. No other bun, perfect for me. Yummy, for real Jamaican flavor and quality for sure. This Easter, make yummy the bun to your cheese. Yummy, give me yummy, yummy. Give me yummy, for the Easter. Yummy bun zeta, yummy for me family, yummy for me sir. Bun to me cheese, bun to me cheese, yummy. Bun to me cheese, bun to me cheese. Best bun, give me yummy.
Okay, where are the campus heights? Students are strap up in a price. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to go on campus.
Is the advancement of technology like ChatGPT helping or impairing our children's ability to learn? If you're just joining us, that's the question we're trying to answer this evening inside our show, Campus Connection on the Family Station Love 101. And we're talking about the broad topic of academic excellence with Chat GPT. My guest is here and ready to go, Dr. Sheldon Campbell. He is no stranger to the program. He's an AI enthusiast, author, and pastor. He has a bachelor's degree in statistics, postgraduate studies in economics and MBA, a master's degree in theology, and a PhD in church history. So well rounded, well rounded. Dr. Campbell is a former academic dean responsible for all academic departments at the Caribbean Graduate School of Theology and a lecturer in research methods, statistics, and theology courses. He's also the author of Maximizing Technology, a guide to using ChatGPT and 250 other artificial intelligences to improve society. He's married to Sarah and they have two children, Isaiah and Elijah. Doc, always a pleasure to have you.
Yeah,
Greetings. How you do?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, Jonathan, and to be on Love again.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's get straight into it, right?
Right.
So you've heard the question several times, and I don't think I want you to answer it just yet, right? I know you're ready to go, but I don't think I want you to answer it just yet. Where I want to start, right?
Mhm.
What is AI, right? Break it down for our listeners who may be listening and they are wondering, what is this AI thing?
AI is simply just technology that enables machines to perform tasks that typically would have required us, humans, human intelligence. And
Mm-hmm.
this type of technology, it includes understanding language, recognizing patterns, and it can be simple patterns, it can be complex problems, and it
Yeah.
can actually create content, which is what a lot of persons are coming to recognize with ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So that's basically it. Simply put.
simply.
All right. No problem. No problem. So based on AI, right? What's really the hope from your vantage point, at least? Um, what kind of hope can humanity have as relates to the advancement of AI technology? First of all, should it be a hope? Should it be, oh, we should be fearful? What should the stance be from your vantage point?
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess maybe I should deal with is it safe before addressing hope then.
Mm-hmm.
But again, but to address that, I probably have to say that AI has been around for quite some time. It has been around for over 60 years. I mean, persons who would have seen simple computers that were able to play chess. And
Mm,
it's interesting because yes, I think a lot of what has happened since ChatGPT came out in 2022 is that a lot of persons are treating AI as if it is something new. But if you think about it this way, many of us we have Netflix, right? And when you say you go on Netflix, right, and you watch a movie, say it's an Asian movie. You know what happens the next time you go on Netflix? You have one bag of Asian
mm-hmm.
movies is going to
Mm-hmm.
be coming into your feed because what it does is the algorithm looks at what you've watched and it personalizes it for you going forward. If you think about stuff like Siri, I mean, look, many of us, have Siri for a long time using in our iPhones, Alexa, all of these various things. People have been using all kind of um, robot kind of technologies to assist with surgeries and all of these kind of things. So one of the things that I want to kind of debunk right now is this idea of it's almost like it just came about. No, no,
Mm.
that's not the
It's
case.
been
But
around.
let me move to the other two. Is it
Yeah,
safe? And then what hope? So to talk about AI safety, what that means is you have to really think about the actual application and if you're using it appropriately. No,
yeah.
certainly with ChatGPT and all of these kind of powerful AIs that we're seeing today, There is just a lot of talk about, regulation and policy and ethics, and because the
Mm-hmm.
reality is we live in Jamaica, right? We know about cybersecurity. We have the scammer
Yes,
name. If you
yes,
want, listen,
yes.
let's be plain here. We call them
Yeah.
choppy, right? And
Mm-hmm.
these
Mm-hmm.
guys, they are going to use the AI. Then we listen. They can use the AI, get my picture or something, and have
Yes.
me speaking to somebody. Maybe they want to probably maybe they find something about maybe my parent or something and take the picture
Mm-hmm.
and send this thing to my parent and say, listen, I'm in a rut right now and I need some money or something,
Yeah.
and these are the kind of things that AI is doing in this time. So the reality is, yes, um, there are concerns. I'm not going to make it sound because I'm an AI enthusiast that
Yeah.
there isn't concerns. Yes, we have concerns, but one of the things that I'm also saying is, and I've said this the last couple of times I came on the program. Listen, any
Mm-hmm.
tool can be used for good or for bad. Listen,
Absolutely.
that same hammer that I use to construct, I can take up that same hammer and knock someone in the head, and it's not going to be a good thing. You know what I mean? So the
Mm-hmm.
point is, there's a lot of productivity that we're seeing
Yeah.
with these AIs, and certainly one of the reasons why I was asked to speak today is because I came up with a new video, which we're going to talk about a little bit later about
Absolutely.
with students. But certainly, it is safe once you use it within the guidelines. So I would say,
Mm-hmm.
if you probably not going to give it your personal data, certainly not going to use other people's data and things like that. Um, it's pretty safe. No, what hope? Listen, I think there's a lot of hope in terms of what
Mm-hmm.
AI can do. We're seeing AI now in healthcare. I mean, many of you would have seen just a few days ago that Elon Musk literally, through this new technology called Neuralink, literally put a chip, a small chip. It is so small, it's smaller than a hair strand, and put it at the
Yeah.
back of this guy. He's a quadriplegic. This guy cannot move his arms, his legs, anything. But through this Neuralink technology, he's now able to play chess. He's able to do many things. He actually, I think it was yesterday or today, he actually posted something on Twitter, and Twitter was just blowing up because this guy
Mm-hmm.
can now post something on Twitter. No, I think
Mm-hmm.
that's mind blowing. So AI is being used, as I said, in healthcare, environmental protection, education. We're seeing it used in all kind of things
Yeah.
today, and I think there's a lot of good that can come out of the kind of this type of innovation. So let me
Yeah.
end there. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So and I know, I know, especially Christians who are listening. Well, some Christians listening. To you mentioning Neuralink, the chip
Yes.
that was used. But you put it perfectly. I believe that at the end of the day, AI is a tool, right?
Yeah.
It's a
Yes.
tool. It depends on what you do with it at the end of the day. Which brings
Right.
me to my next question, because I've seen it on socials, teachers complaining that students are handing in essays, they're handing in reports, they're handing in different, um, materials, and the teachers literally know that, listen, this was not written by the student, it was written by ChatGPT, right? So
Right.
let's jump straight into what are the 7 ethically innovative prompts that can transform a person's academic journey, right? Because we don't want our students to be using ChatGPT in such a way that it's disingenuous, if you will. So what are the 7 prompts that they can use?
All right. So, well, that's an interesting way of putting it. So right. So as I said, just January, I decided that I wanted to create a YouTube channel, and I call it AI in every sphere. I mean, you guys can search for
Mm,
those who are listening on the radio. You can search for that. But what I did was last month, the end of February, I did a short video, just 8.5 minute video, And I titled it Unlock Academic Excellence with ChatGPT 7 Must Try Prompts for Students. Now, but again, even though there are these 7 prompts, I wanted these students to do it in an ethical way. So what I did was, so for instance, the first prompt, I was explaining that, listen, you can ask ChatGPT to act as an expert in any area.
Absolutely.
So for example, suppose you're a student and you're struggling with physics, right? You can say, act as a physics expert and explain in 200 words gravity and give an example of it. And you could even go further and say, dive deep into the concept of gravity with detailed explanations and practical examples, things like that. So that was the first prompt, just kind of showing you whatever subject you're doing, you can ask ChatGPT to do that. What I was trying to show is this personalized learning experience. It's almost like ChatGPT can be your tutor, but I don't want students to let ChatGPT do your assignment. So this was a way to help it to teach you things that you may be weak in, right? So that was the first prompt. All right. So the second one now was simply where I had just said, all right, let's paraphrase this 200-word answer. So what I did was, we got the answer from prompt 1, and then we asked it to paraphrase. Now that's very powerful. Just imagine,
Yeah.
it gives you, a 2-3 paragraph answer, and then it can paraphrase it, and then it can even summarize it in even 50 words. So again, I was just
Yeah.
trying to show students just how powerful this thing was. And then for the third
Mm-hmm.
prompt, I said, listen, please grade and critique this. No, I don't know if you recognize how crazy we are in terms of where we're at in 2024, where literally I don't necessarily need a tutor or maybe an instructor or maybe a parent to come and grade and critique my work now. I literally can
Mm.
put my work in ChatGPT and tell it to grade, and listen, it will grade it. It will tell you if it's a A, if it's a B or C. And the good thing about that, if it is a C, what you're going to do? You're going to say, well, all right, tell me ways I can improve. And then it will show
Yeah.
you your shortfall. And then you're going to put that back in. And then the next time around, he may say, oh, well, it may say, all right, this is a B plus. You probably should have put in some more illustration. Maybe you should have gone a little bit further down here. Do you recognize how crazy that is for students? That is literally like having your teacher sit beside you and giving you that kind of assessment and that kind of evaluation, and just wonderful constructive feedback to help. And it could be academic writing. Again, as I said, it could be for any subject. Anyway, prompt 4, I had simply said to it, analyze the grammar, the structure, the style, and the clarity. No,
Mm-hmm.
no. Listen, Jonathan, you and I know what we struggle with in Jamaica, right? It's always either mathematics or English. You look at her, that's always the two subjects you see our students always say, boy, may I struggle with
Mm-hmm.
maths,
Mm-hmm.
or boy, may I struggle with English. And now we can literally put in an AI, say ChatGPT, analyze the grammar, structure, style, and it will literally tell you again where you fell down on. So what actually happens is, as you continue to use this tool, your English gets better. And Jonathan, I know
Yes.
when people hear my credentials, doctor this and whatever, but I am telling you, from I've started using ChatGPT, my grammar and English has gotten so much better, because
Mm-hmm.
I've realized certain things. Sometimes I may write in the passive voice, and the AI says, no, you need to write more in the active voice, and I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And I've read, and anyway, I need to move on. But again, I just want to show you just how crazy this is. Then I said to it in prompt 5, I said, listen, create a 3-week study guide with practice questions to teach me about gravity and related areas such as motion, forces, energy, work, and power. So are you seeing what I'm doing? I'm building on the first prompt. Remember, I started off by saying, all right, I'm weak in physics and explain
Mm-hmm.
gravity. And by prompt 5 now, ChatGPT is now creating a 3-week study guide. So just imagine you have an exam in 3 weeks, and it will give you a 3-week study guide, which will assist you, it will supplement your study so that you can go and you can ace that exam. Again, it's not doing the work for you, but
Mm-hmm.
it's giving you a guide. And then prompt 6, I said, all right, please suggest ideas on how I could do a school project on gravity. So again, we're still using the same gravity, and and amazing. And then the last one,
All
I
right,
just
we,
the
before we
okay,
go to the last one, we have to jump to a break. Boy,
yes,
I have a lot of questions coming from everything that's being shared, but we have to take a quick break and come back with more campus connection.
okay.
Jamaica's gangs are like packs of rats. They live in filth and try and drag us all in there with rats, spreading the disease of violence and corruption everywhere. Nasty, but like a pack of rats, they can be eliminated. Rats, with your help. If you have information on gangs, call Crime Stop on 311. This message is brought to you by Crime Stop and their marketing partners, Lime and NCB.
Ooh la la! I see what I want at Fast Rate Super Sale, March 18 to 28. Visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, and Montego Bay. Come get your wires, breakers, chandeliers, flood lamps, LED bulbs, and so much more. You can't afford to miss it. Come shop. Come save at Fast Rich Super Sale, March 18 to 28. See you there at Fast Rich. Open Sundays.
Jamaica and its workforce are advancing quickly. Life-changing opportunities are arising. You need training and support. We are the Renewed Heart NSTA Trust, committed to providing new and emerging skill training and opportunities. Come to Heart. We'll help you claim your place in the workforce of the future.
There are the campus nights. Students are stuck up in a prize.
All right. Welcome back to Campus Connection. If you're
Yes,
just joining us, we're having a very, very engaging and intriguing conversation with Dr. Sheldon Campbell, and we're talking about AI. We're talking about ChatGPT in particular and how it correlates with education within the Jamaican education system. Doc, before you go to the last point that you were about to make, I
right,
want to go back and ask you this question based on the previous points that were made.
right,
Because you are saying that, or you said rather, that we can use ChatGPT as students and literally ask ChatGPT to operate as an expert, right? To even go
mhm,
as far as saying, ChatGPT, go ahead and grade my paper, grade my essay. Let me know what you think about it. So, isn't that a form of cheating? I don't know. I want to know. And you're a pastor as well. So, I believe this is, you are
that's
the best
okay.
person to answer that.
All
So,
right.
isn't that a form of cheating?
So the thing is, again, we're not saying to chat GPT, all right, this is an existing assignment. We want you
Mm-hmm.
to write the assignment and then grade the assignment, and then you go and hand in the assignment. No, certainly um if that was the case, then that would be cheating. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, students can simply look at their syllabus, look at their curriculum, and based on that, you go and you find similar things, and you ask it to help in those areas. So it won't be your assignment, and that's the distinction that I'm making here. It's not going to be your assignments. If it is your
Mm-hmm.
assignments, then it is cheating. No,
That's a whole
uh,
other thing. Mm-hmm.
right. No, the thing is, I do think in our education institution, you have to be thinking about ways to prevent cheating. No, I
Mm.
must tell you that AI detection is not the easiest thing. I mean, if you ask it to write and you don't ask it to do things in a very complex manner and you don't put in a lot of input, I think the AI detectors will easily pick up that's an AI. But once you start doing a lot of complex things and you're kind of manipulating the answer, many times your teacher won't be able to pick up.
Pick
And
it.
it's that it,
Mm.
that it is that it was that most of it would have been generated by AI. So I just want to throw that out. But then, but the thing is, if that's the case, Jonathan, and I said this the last time I came on, I think that was
Yes.
last year. I said
Mm-hmm.
we have to start thinking about how we're going to change assessments. No,
Mm. That's
I
a big
know you.
one.
I know you asked about if AI is impairing or helping, and I itching to answer that question, because
No,
but you don't give me the go ahead yet. But I'm
not yet,
itching
not yet, not yet.
because
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 I want you to do problem 7 first, and then we're going to close with that question.
all right, no problem. All right, so all right, for prompt 7. What
Mm-hmm.
I did again, remember, as I said, Jamaicans, we typically struggle with math. So I ended prompt
Yeah.
7 with math. I said, please solve, and I gave it just a simple question. I said, 4x minus 6 equal to what is x? And it did an excellent job of solving for x. And again, just wanted to show that whether it be English, whether it be math, whatever you're going through, you could use this. No, I'm not saying that sometimes the answers might not be accurate, but for what I found is, for the most part, the answers are. Again, I don't want AI to sound like it is infallible. It does have make errors now and again. Yeah. So that's it
Mm-hmm.
from 7. Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to the big question, right? As we close out this conversation, is listen now enough, people. I want you to listen carefully. Is the advancement of technology like ChatGPT helping or impairing our children's ability to learn? And we'll allow now Dr. Campbell to go ahead and share his thoughts on this question.
All right. Now, first of all, again, I'm an AI enthusiast. So I'm going to be talking about the fact that it's going to help you with efficiency and productivity. I just spoke a while ago about how it can help you with your support for learning. I spoke about even this idea of this personalized way. No, let me give you an example. Suppose you have a disability and you are shut in and you don't have someone who can come to you. Just imagine how powerful it is now that you can be at sitting down, whether it be on your phone, your laptop, and you now have this accessibility because of an AI like ChatGPT, right? It also helps us as we think about exploration. Now, you have to understand, there's a lot of exploring that's going on now, and people trying to think outside of the box. I just mentioned about neural links. So you have Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. There's all of these billionaires spending how much money to have rockets go to the moon and Mars. So the point is, a lot of what technology does is it shows that there's almost no limit to what we can achieve, and that's pretty interesting. But in terms of impairment, we know we're seeing some of the social ills. Sometimes you see kids and they're sitting down beside each other, and what them on them phone, and you're like, what? People don't talk to people anymore. So certainly there can be, like a over reliance then on technology. Or I know one of the things that teachers say all the time in this space is, oh, I remember in my day how we used to have to know our 2 times and our 12 times. And nowadays, all kids do is just use calculators. They don't even know how to add. Well, the reality is, yes, in a sense, there can be a kind of, if you want to call it, erosion when it
Mm.
as it comes to maybe your memory skills or maybe mental calculations and stuff like that.
Yes.
But the reality is, and I will throw this out. I know many people probably not going to like this, but do we really need our children to remember their 12 times? Where the point
Mm.
where I'm going with this is, should we be
Okay.
focusing more on the complex and the high end kind of things, or should we just be focusing on the lower end? No, people will say, all right, Sheldon, but they need a foundation. And I'm saying, all right, I hear you. But I think sometimes we emphasize these lower level skills, and I don't hear a lot of emphasis a lot of times on the more complex skills. And I think that is where AI is pushing us. Um,
That's a big point.
you know, so
That
yeah.
is a big point. I didn't even think about it like that because it's true. Well, back in my time, we'd have to line up in class, standing and repeat the 2 times to the 12
Mhm.
times. And in all honesty, if you don't understand why you're doing it, it really doesn't make sense. It's just, you remembering something based on what, you would have been taught. Boy, powerful, powerful points here. Doc, really, really do appreciate you being a part of the program this evening. Can you just quickly let persons know where they can find you to get more information on this AI thing?
All right, no problem. Well, certainly, again, I have this new YouTube channel. I'd love for you guys to go on it and subscribe. I am coming out with videos each week. I'm helping persons, whether it be in business, students, wherever. I mean, again, it is called AI in every sphere. So the idea is to
Mm-hmm.
help you in whatever sphere you're in. You certainly can reach out to me on any of the social media pages. I mean, I'm on it. So I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever. If you want to
Yeah.
email me, you can at skcbusinessmanagement@gmail.com. So skcbusinessmanagement@gmail.com. And for those who want to say buy my book, it's available on Amazon. Again, it's Maximizing Technology, a guide to using ChatGPT and 250 other artificial intelligences to improve society.
All right, so there you have it, Dr. Sheldon Campbell, AI enthusiast, sharing with us his thoughts on academic excellence with ChatGPT. Doc, thanks again, and we're really looking forward to continuing the conversation sometime in the
Yes.
future.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
All right, all right. So that brings us, to the end of this evening's program. It was a very eye-opening, if you will, conversation. We spoke earlier as well to Diane Plummer, sorry, Jamaican engineer and STEM enthusiast. So, it's very important that we explore the world of STEM and explore the world of artificial intelligence based on where society and the world at large is heading. Powerful stuff. Absolutely powerful. But we continue with Campus Connection. But we're coming back on the 9th of April 2024 because we take a break for Easter break, April 2. That's next week, Tuesday. So join us back on April 9. I will be talking about tertiary recruitment. So you don't want to miss that program. Big shout out to the team working week in, week out in the background. And a huge shout out to my co host, Anesta Samuels. Special thanks to Miss Daniel Tavares, Miss Daniel Plummer, Miss Ruth Reed, and Dr. Sheldon Campbell. That's it for our show this week. See you next week as we explore more things while go on campus.
Oh yes, we create this space just for you.